Hey guys, welcome to episode 9 of Retail Therapy. I'm Nowell Monteo.
And I'm Matt Vicarious.
And we're here talking about more stuff.
Yep. So apparently, it's the day after the Nintendo 64's 19th birthday.
Crazy. It's all legal and stuff for an extra year.
Yeah, and makes me feel old as shit because I can remember it like it was yesterday.
God, I remember getting my N64 on Christmas.
Yeah. What'd you get with yours?
I got Shadows of the Empire.
Oh, wow.
I think it was the Shadows of the Empire bundle, but I can't remember if it was just the fact that I got both of them at the same time.
Okay.
Or if I got them as a bundle.
I remember wanting one because I'd played it at a few friends' houses, playing GoldenEye and Mario 64. And I was like, I gotta have this.
Yeah.
I wanted it for Christmas so bad. And we got one, but before we opened up the final gift, that was the grand finale, we opened up a box that had a red Nintendo 64 controller in it, and I was like, oh, cool, we can take this to a friend's house and play.
Like, I have my own controller to play.
Yay, I got my own. And then they're like, oh, yeah, and you got to open this one, too. And it was Nintendo 64.
You were just shitting your pants.
Yeah, exactly. And they taped Mario Kart 64 to it.
Oh, that's awesome.
And apparently it was a Toys R Us exclusive that came with a gold controller.
What?
Yeah, so it came with a gold Nintendo 64 controller, and then we had the red one. And we got Mario Kart, and I think that was it. I think that's all we had to start with. Yeah. And my birthday's in January, so it was like less than a month from Christmas, and I got Mario 64 and GoldenEye for my birthday.
Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah.
It's a solid start.
Yeah, oh my god. And I was watching that video on IGN about like the birthday for the 64. I forgot you could dual wield every weapon in GoldenEye.
Yeah.
So even you just dual wield rocket launchers, the RCP-90.
God,
just
so bad.
Just blast the holes into everything. But the big game I remember as a kid was Ocarina of Time.
Yep.
I mean, that was absolutely the best. What was your first hands-on with it?
My first hands-on with it? Oh, God. I think it was a Fred Meyer that my mom took my brother and me to go get it. And I just remember like just being so stoked to play it.
Yeah.
I also remember the month before it came out, reading the Nintendo Power for it and just like, ah!
I don't think I had Nintendo Power at that point because I'd just gotten the 64. But I definitely... No, actually, I think I did. Because I remember when the Game Boy Color got announced, and I read the article about that, and I was like, oh my god, I cannot wait. I literally ran to show my dad. I'm like, Dad, the Game Boy is going to have color, so everything's going to look cool. And he was just like, that's awesome. And, he was like, how are you not more excited about this? It's the best thing.
But in color.
But I remember seeing the trailer for Ocarina of Time when I was in a movie theater. I think I was going to see The Mighty Ducks 3.
Cool. I was hoping you were going to say Godzilla.
Nope, definitely not Godzilla. But I think it was a friend's birthday. We went and saw D3, and I was like, what is this game? So many things. There's like zombies and skeleton men.
The graphics are so good.
Oh yeah, and like the colors and Link pulling the Master Sword out of the pedestal. I'm like, what is happening?
Yeah. Why
is he big and small? What's going on? This is crazy.
Time traveling.
But my first time actually playing the game, we rented a copy, and of course I had a game save on it. I was like, oh, start here.
Yeah. And
it was the game had saved right outside the Forest Temple.
Oh, okay.
And I'm like,
what is happening?
I have no idea what's going on because you have to get past the moblin that slams the hammer on the ground, and I'm like, I have no idea what's going on at all.
You're just running around, just getting fucked on.
Yeah, well, you had no idea how to use the hook shot to get up on the tree, to get up into the
didn't know how to do Z targeting.
Didn't know how to do anything because it's just like, oh, cool, you put me halfway through the game, after you learn everything.
God, that game was revolutionary.
It's crazy how many things use that as a template for making a game.
Yeah.
But so I was like, I gotta start a new game because this is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the first time like encountering Goma was intense.
So scary.
I know for you it was the worst because
it was
big
pretty
spider.
gross. It was a giant spider with a huge eye. Like
that like made spider eggs on the ground.
Extra gross.
It's like little baby spiders and also a big spider.
Yeah, they're yucky. Actually, for me, the worst temple was the Shadow Temple. It used to scare me like a lot.
Oh, it's legitimately terrifying.
I remember anytime I got through that point of the game, I had to have my brother do that temple for me.
Really?
Because I was so scared of it.
I think they toned down some of the scariness in the 3DS remake because when I played it, I don't remember it being as scary.
Yeah.
Because because like certain parts in the temple, the walls would talk to you.
Oh yeah.
And they'd say creepy shit.
Yep.
And I remember in the 3DS version, it seemed like the context was toned down, but still pretty scary. Bongo Bongo is terrifying.
Yeah.
Like silliest name for an enemy, but
for a scary enemy. Yeah.
But he's terrifying. So you have to use Lens of Truth to see
just to see him.
Otherwise, you're just getting beat to shit.
And when you try and aim your bow, he fucking pounds the drum and launches you into the sky.
Yeah, it's not good.
I can't aim anymore. Oh fuck.
Yeah, I mean, gosh, I think every one of the temples in that game has like just memorable stuff. I mean, Phantom Ganon.
Yep.
And the
paintings and stuff.
The Poe sisters.
Yeah.
Like what? You have to know how to defeat them.
Yeah.
So you have to have the bow and you have to shoot them and then you have to use that when you fight Phantom Ganon.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like
the music in the Forest Temple is so good.
So good. And the original music in the Fire Temple, like the
creepy
Buddhist monk chants that they removed because apparently it was offensive. I don't know what the story behind it is, and that was a cool boss too. It's like, oh cool, this giant fire dragon.
And you get to smash his face in with a huge hammer,
which was funny because I remember one of my friends talking about it. He called it the Megaton hammer, instead of the Megaton hammer, which is great. Because all that stuff, there was no voice acting, so there was no. You didn't know how to pronounce something because there's no pronunciation guide. It was you read it, and that's however you read it.
Yep.
Like, what's the lake pronounced?
Lake Hylia.
Hylia. I said Hylia.
Oh yeah.
That's how I pronounced it.
Yeah.
The Hawaiian Shield. That's just how I pronounced everything.
You basically just reversed the sound of the Y and the I.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So now that the new Zelda game has like actual like talking.
It wasn't until Skyward Sword that I learned that all that stuff is pronounced Hylia.
Because
Skyward Sword,
the goddess Hylia.
Yeah, the goddess Hylia. So, oh, well, I'm a fucking asshole because I always just pronounce it Hylia.
Sure.
I mean, Link's a Hylian.
Yeah, sure. Which is totally fine, but it's just funny. Yeah. But I remember I'm like, no, it's Megaton. Yeah. It's a heavy hammer.
But that seemed obvious to me. Megaton, I didn't even think anything of it.
Right.
Like, I don't know how you'd fuck that up.
Which is
Megaton.
Which is funny because now I'm thinking like, oh yeah, there's also Megaton in Fallout. Fallout 4 had, or Fallout 3 had the town of Megaton.
Yeah.
Because it had a
Megaton bomb.
A nuke that didn't go off.
Yeah.
Which I never blew that thing up.
Oh, I created an extra save.
Oh yeah, I did do that.
I was like, I want to see this.
Because it looks awesome.
You get to watch it from Tenpenny Tower, right?
Yeah. And it's if you do it at night, it looks awesome.
That's cool.
I remember doing that, and I couldn't remember if I'd seen it in a YouTube video or if I had done it myself, but I remember doing it myself. Mm-hmm. And resting until it was like dawn, blowing it up, and then waiting until like night, blowing it up, just to see what it looked like, because it looked really cool. And it only happened once in the game, so you had to do it. But
one of my going back to Zelda,
yes.
One of my actual like greatest gaming feats was with that game. Still to this day,
Ocarina of Time.
Yeah, I beat the game as a 5th grader. After I played through it like 3-4 times or so, I decided to. It's actually based off of a a dare or whatever, like a challenge in Nintendo Power.
I remember reading that one.
Yeah, it's like, oh man, I beat the game with 3 hearts and no continues. It's like, oh, I can do that, and I did. It was real hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's insane because no continue. Every time you die and you choose to like save your game and continue, it puts a counter to let you know that you've died.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to restart the entire game every time you die if you want to do it with no heart. Say 3 hearts, no continues.
Right.
So I actually had to restart it like 3 times. I think the furthest I got before I had to restart like a final time was the Forest Temple, which I mean that's 3 dungeons in. That's still a pain in the ass.
Yeah, well, because the first 3 dungeons, there's a lot of preamble that you have to get to those temples.
Yeah, exactly.
Getting to the temples when you're an adult is fairly quick.
Yeah.
Especially once you have Epona.
Yeah.
And you do all that.
As you get more equipment, the traversal becomes a lot easier.
Yeah, exactly, because you can warp.
Yeah.
Because that's a game changer.
Absolutely.
But
yeah, man, the Spirit Temple when you have to fight the Iron Knuckle.
Oh man.
When he just like chops down those pillars.
Yeah.
You have to have 4 bottles of ferrets at all times.
Yep.
Like it's the only way you can do it.
So you get the resurrection.
Yeah. Well, one swing from the Iron Knuckle kills you. Obviously.
You get revived.
You get revived, but before you can even move, the game stops, kills you again. You revive, and then kills you again.
So you can suffer 1 hit.
2 hits. Because 1 hit will kill you twice, and then the second hit...
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, I guess... Yeah, the second hit would use up your last 2 fairies. Dude, it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's intense.
I was like, oh man, a free hit? No big deal. I mean...
But at
that would have done 3 hearts of damage to me anyways, even if I had all my health.
Yeah.
But nope.
But that late in the game, you usually have...
You have like 16 hearts or more.
Yeah, the heart containers that you get from finishing all the bosses, and then the pieces of heart that you find throughout the game. And if you're a completionist like me, you've gotten them because you're like, oh, I need them.
Yeah, give me all those hearts.
Yeah, so it makes the game much easier. But yeah, doing it with 3 hearts is crazy. I bet getting the heart the heart what do they call it? Like when you get the white outline around your hearts.
Oh, it's like it basically
it's one of the fairies.
It's they say it like halves the damage.
Yeah,
I said it was double the hearts, but it's the same exact thing.
Yeah, halves the damage that you take from enemies.
Yeah, and
I was like, oh man, that and Neighbor's Love had to have been just.
I didn't get that halves the damage one because, like I said, in my head it was double the hearts, so that meant I had 6.
Oh,
so I didn't get.
I would have counted that. Yeah. I would have been like, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah,
because that's fair still.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
you're not picking up any heart containers, which. Good God, I can't imagine just letting it go.
Like, every time you fight a boss, it's just there.
Yeah, just shining in your face, like, hey, grab it, just grab it,
just grab it.
And then think like the way you're talking about it, like, oh, that's an option. Yeah. You just totally skip that portion, not even do it. Like you can skip getting Epona. It's not a required thing.
Yeah,
that's an optional.
That's so crazy
thing that you can do. Make the game suck.
Yeah,
just okay, but.
There's things that you cannot get without... Actually, no, Epona's not optional. You have to use Epona to get through Gerudo Canyon.
No, you don't.
To cross the bridge?
Long shot.
Yep.
Yeah, you can use the long shot to get across the canyon and do the Gerudo Temple, and they build a bridge. Yeah, optional.
Crazy. Yeah.
But if you want... if you want to get the Bigoron sword...
You do need...
Early game.
Yeah.
Or early... adulthood, you have to have Epona because
you can't
clear
warp.
The canyon.
Well, not just that, but you can't warp when you're trying to do the timer challenge because it automatically fucks your timer.
It does, but you can complete the timer without Epona. You have to backflip or side jump the whole way.
Oh yeah, because it moves faster, but it's like. It's just a pain in the ass.
Yeah, exactly. It's crazy, but that's always my first thing is once I become Adult Link, I get Epona, I get the Bigoron sword.
Yep.
Before I even attempt the Forest Temple.
Yeah.
And then I don't fucks with the shield. I'm just like,
yeah,
all right, man.
Just dodge, man.
Just backflips.
Oh, I got really good at dodging in my 3-heart playthrough.
I bet.
Yeah.
I feel like I would use the shield as a crutch more often.
When Ocarina of Time came out for the 3DS.
Oh my gosh,
I did my 3 Heart Challenge version 2.0,
but
I did it on Master Quest.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I didn't do no continues though because I died on the first enemy, which was a Stalfos. Like as soon as you go in the Deku Tree, it's like, oh, it's a Stalfos. I was like, what the fuck?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that sucked.
Because I haven't played the Master Quest mode on Ocarina of Time.
Yeah, they changed like the layout of some of the rooms,
right,
and like the puzzles. So like normally where it'd be like an eye switch to open a door, that little switch just doesn't exist, and now there's like a torch there that you have to activate.
That's kind of awesome because it's essentially two.
It's 2 full games.
Yeah,
yeah.
Because isn't the world inverse too?
I can't remember. I don't think it's mirrored in the 3DS version.
Okay.
But the Master Quest on GameCube was.
Okay.
I'm almost positive.
Weird.
I haven't played it in a while.
That turned me around.
Oh yeah, that would mess me up.
That was like me playing Twilight Princess on the GameCube with the Wii guide.
Oh yeah.
Because the Wii guide was reversed because I was trying to find all the bugs, and I'm like, "Fuck is this bug?" It says it's right here, and I'm like, and then I realized, oh my god, I have the Wii guide, not the GameCube guide, and they didn't just make Link right-handed. They just go, okay, well, let's just go ahead and mirror the whole game. What?
The only thing that's not mirrored is the text.
Yes.
Because even the HUD is backwards, I think.
Yes. Everything is mirrored.
So
it's
funny.
Bananas. And I know we've been talking about Zelda a bunch, but I finally got a Switch.
Yes.
And I finally got to play Breath of the Wild.
I'm so happy for you.
I'm so excited about it.
Got only 6 months after it came out.
Hey, better late than never.
Man.
I so far I've done. Let's see. I've gotten to 2 towers. Cool. And I just got to Kakariko Village. Haven't talked to Impa yet, but so far this game is hard.
Yeah,
because it just dumps you into the game.
Mm-hmm.
Little to no explanation about anything. The first part is like you have to do it.
Yeah,
because you have to get the glider.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I wasn't. But they don't tell you, like, okay,
nope.
you literally have to collect and read things to get like the warm tunic to go to the cold area where the shrine is.
Yeah.
So you either have to know to make hot food,
yep,
or you have to know how to make the specific dish the old man wants.
Yeah.
And you got to find those stupid fish. It's like, where do you find these fish? I don't know. How do I catch them? Oh, you have to swim by them and catch them.
Yeah.
With your hands.
Yes.
And I was like, I had to look up on GameFAQs. I was like, what do you do? How do you,
yeah,
what's this meal that he wants? It's like, obviously it's meat, a spicy pepper, and then a fish. But like, how do you catch fish? It's like, I'm trying to figure out.
Looking for like a rod or something.
Oh yeah, I'm trying to find a fishing rod because
I've got a stick. Maybe we got to find some string.
That's what I was thinking, like, because you could chop down a small tree and get a stick out of it.
Mm-hmm.
And you can use it as a weapon. But I was thinking, oh, okay, you can, make a fishing pole and then cast it in like you do in every other Zelda game.
Yeah. Where
you have to fish for a fish. But this one's like you go swimming, which if you run out of stamina while you're swimming, you drown.
Yeah.
Which is,
that fucked me so much early in the game. I was like, oh man, I'm just gonna swim across this little ravine here. Oh shit, I'm out of stamina.
Yep. And you can't go back because it's the same.
Yeah.
It's like climbing. Oh man. When you climb something, you have to have enough stamina to get to the top, or else you fall.
But you can climb anything, Matt.
You can't climb anything.
You can climb anything.
It's wild. Like I was at a door that I was trying to open, and I was pushing against it, and then Link started climbing the side of the house. I was like, God damn it! I didn't want to climb the house.
Oh my god!
But it's pretty awesome. But one of the things that, because everyone's talked about the open world, hundreds of hours of gameplay. All the Korok seeds that are like they're just everywhere.
A fucking billion of them.
It's just trying to find all of them is just bananas. I think I've found 4 so far or something.
That's cool. Do you know how many there are in the game?
How many?
900.
I'm gonna pull my brains out because I'm gonna want to get them all.
I can tell you how many are required to max out your stuff, though.
How many?
444, I think.
Good God.
Yeah. Oh, so thankfully, you don't have to get all of them to.
So what does getting all of them do? Is there something that happens?
If as you get them, you give them to a character, and he increases your inventory space.
I encountered him.
Okay, you already met Hestia. Okay, yep. I just wasn't sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. so as you meet him more and more, he requires more Korok seeds to increase by one slot.
Right.
So you do your shield category, your weapon category, and then your
bow.
Bow, yes. Yeah. So 444 will max out your inventory slots.
Okay.
And that's why there's 900 of them. Is like they wanted to make it so you didn't have to find all of them to max out your stuff. You can just find half of them.
But they didn't realize that people who wanted to
completionists
complete the game, they had to find all of them.
Yeah.
I guess that's probably the only way to get the 100% completion on the...
I don't know if the Korok seeds are actually part of it.
Okay.
Because there's 900 of them.
Damn.
And nobody would complete it ever.
That's crazy.
I could be wrong, but I want to say it's not part of the 100%.
Yeah, that's... Because I know you can finish beat the final boss and you only be at like 11% or something.
I was at 18% when I beat the game.
Jesus.
At about 150 hours.
That's crazy. But so one of the things that, going back to it, that nobody ever talked about, and for me, it's like one of my favorite parts of the game so far, is the cooking aspect.
Oh yeah.
It looks so delicious.
Yeah.
All the food that you make, it just looks so...
It's just like steaming and...
I'm going to throw some meat and some mushrooms and some peppers into a dish, and I'm going to eat it. And it looks so good. It makes me hungry.
Yeah.
It's like playing Monster Hunter, and
roasting that.
Well, not even just roasting the meat. That looks tasty. But
you're talking about like the food before you go on a hunt.
Yeah. So when you go on before your hunt, you pick your food, and then you get this giant plate of like meat and vegetables and drink, and it just looks so good. And you're like, oh man, I'm starving. I want to.
Yeah.
It's like reading the Game of Thrones books, because George Railroad Martin goes into great detail about the food that everyone's eating, and I'm just like, I'm gonna eat some food. But yeah, that's been a really neat aspect of the game. It's weird that you don't slice grass to find hearts.
Oh yeah.
And I don't think you find rupees that way either. I think I've only found
you can, but it's not worth the effort.
I think I've only found 5 rupees total. But I found things you can sell and turn into rupees. So I have I think I've got like 700 or something like that. I was able to buy some equipment when I got to the village. But yeah, you don't just find hearts or rupees on the ground.
Yeah.
But I don't think there's a rupee limit right away, is there? Because in all the other ones, you have to get like a bigger wallet.
Yeah, there's no rupee limit.
It's probably like 9,999 or something.
Yeah, I think
like
it's
that.
something like that. But
yeah,
I've never hit it because I usually.
It's so nice though, because it's not a hindrance to the game where you go, okay, I got 99, and then you just find rupees and they don't do anything for you.
Just fucked.
Yeah, they just go into the abyss. Like, oh, cool. I guess that's where those go. Awesome. And so you're not just like wasting your time and finding all that stuff. And it is kind of cool because it does feel like a survival game.
Yeah. Because
you have to cook food. You have to not get hit by enemies because they deal crazy damage off the bat because you don't have good armor.
Yeah.
Because you need armor.
The armor's so good.
Which is it worth using my amiibo right away?
It depends on how you feel about it, because it's technically cheating.
Yeah.
Well, actually, wait, no. It's a good idea to use your amiibo for the outfits and stuff right away.
Okay.
I would say it's technically cheating as far as getting the weapons, because like those are a lot of the stuff that you get is kind of like late game weapons, which are really strong and have high durability. But as far as the outfits go, they're best early game.
Okay.
Yeah, because like they have such low defense rating.
Okay.
That it's perfect for starting the game out. Okay. And then you get to look awesome while you're doing it.
Cool.
But I used them after I got through most of the game because I was like, I kind of feel like this is cheating a little bit. But then I realized, it only has like a defense rating of 3, and that's like nothing.
Yeah.
You probably already have some stuff that's better than that already.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't want to because I know once you get Epona, if you lose her or she dies, that's it, right? No?
There's a way
around that? Okay.
Circumvent that, yeah.
Well, anyway. But the fact that you can find horses fairly early in the game I'm like, well, I'm not going to worry too much about it right now. But I do want Epona because it takes me back. But yeah, I've got a few of those, and I'm going to use those for that.
You should.
I will. Using your sweet Venetian pen, I see.
Yeah.
You got like a pile.
I got like 10 of them. So, we didn't get a chance to meet up last week. Well, we met up, but we didn't record.
Oh yeah, for your birthday.
It was my birthday.
Yeah.
So
that would have been so awkward to have Carissa and Tara just like sitting on the couch waiting for us to record an episode and sitting for an hour, just like having to be quiet, just not participate.
Yeah. Just be sitting there. God damn it.
Oh, cool. You guys just gonna do this all day while we're starving? And
it's my birthday. I do what I want.
I guess, yeah. But anyway.
So earlier in the day, I took Tara's car to Sears to get the oil change.
Right.
And that was fucking awful because it just took forever.
Oh.
Dude.
We showed up late to your house, and you guys were just like...
We thought you were going to beat us there.
That's crazy.
Because we were there for like 2 hours, and we're just like, what the fuck?
I don't want to be anywhere for 2 hours.
Dude, I was getting so mad because they had one dude working their like register or whatever, like the auto department, but they had like 4 guys walking around in the shop. Like, oh my god, just one of you come in here and check people in, take their keys, and then be about your business.
To be fair, we both work retail.
Yeah.
So it might not be up that might not be up to them.
And it's not in their job description.
Right.
But it's like, fuck, because of what we do, how we have to know how to do like every part of our job.
Right.
I just feel like it should be that easy to just operate the computer to check people in. If
right.
you are working on the car,
right.
you should also be the one to check them in. But
it does seem a little odd.
And here's why. It's not even just that, like...
Not being acknowledged.
Yeah, I'm not being acknowledged, but also, I've been to Le Schwab.
Yeah.
And the guys that check you in are the ones that work on your car a lot of times.
And those dudes a lot of times, if they're not with somebody, they run out to your car.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, it's awesome.
They're like, "Oh, hey, how's it going? What do you need today?" I'm like, "Damn."
So yeah, and that wasn't even like the craziest part about our adventure to Sears, honestly. Like, yes, it took forever. That was obnoxious. But while we were waiting, we walked around the store. Mm-hmm. Dude, Sears is a ghost town. It's depressing.
Yeah, when you said you went to the Sears Automotive, I was like, wait, that's a thing still?
Yeah. Like, oh my god.
Because where I live, the Sears is gone. It's been gone for a couple of years.
It's so sad.
Mm-hmm.
Went in there, and it's in the mall, so there's 2 floors.
Right.
And...
Because it's an anchor.
Yeah.
Which is hilarious.
Yeah. The upper floor, where they have, like, the appliances and electronics, in quotes. Mm-hmm. I saw 1 employee working and no people up there except for Tara and myself. And I was like, man, that's so crazy to see more employees. Aside from ourselves, like more employees than people shopping in an anchor store. Like, that's bad.
Yeah. Because usually, if you go to like a Macy's or a JCPenney or Nordstrom, there's tons of customers just milling around.
Yeah.
I mean, even if they're not buying something and, you have employees behind a register or whatever. But yeah, that's nuts. I remember when Sears used to be like before big boxes were really a thing. Before we got a Walmart, like you'd go to Sears because you'd get video games.
So I got my first Blu-ray.
You could get movies, you could get appliances, you could get clothes. Mm-hmm. Everything was at Sears.
Yep.
It was weird. But I guess that makes sense because the whole Sears and Roebuck was a thing in the...
Like 70s, 80s.
Well, even before then. It was like in the early 1900s. Like Sears and Roebuck was a thing where it was a catalog that you would...
Oh, yeah.
That you would order out of,
and
then you would send a check, and they would send you... Hopefully, they would send you back things you ordered.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's kind of sad to see that going away.
Yeah.
Because there are other methods to get those things.
Which is more efficient.
Yeah, just go to Target.
Yeah.
Go to, I don't want to go to Walmart. I avoid that place like it's...
I try to avoid it as much as possible.
It's no good.
So what was... going back to the Sears thing real quick.
Oh, yeah.
What was really funny is while we were going around that top floor, Tara needed to use the restroom.
Mm-hmm.
So, let's go back to the restroom, which is back behind, like where the portrait studio is. Correction, was. You go back there, and it's just the fucking wasteland of what the remnants
Backdrops?
of the remnants of a portrait studio. They had like these open doorways that they put like posters in front of it, just hanging in front of it to block the doors.
Right.
But I think that's like an extra studio area.
Nice.
It's a dark.
Wait, so do they actually have a portrait studio where you could get pictures taken there?
No, it's gone.
Okay.
But like it says portrait studio up above, and you can see like there's like a mirror that says the dressing, or like not dressing, but the like where you get ready, like
right.
like a vanity or whatever.
Sure.
And it's just like, oh my god, this is so awful. And then right behind the portrait studio, like you turn around from the portrait studio and it's the restrooms,
mm-hmm. and
they had a directory just for Sears on the wall. And half of the stuff that's on that directory doesn't exist anymore.
It's just all crossed out.
Yeah. Well, not even that. Like they just left it up there.
Nope.
Like, oh, those things don't exist anymore. It's like, oh my god, this is so awful.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and it smelled like mildew back there. It's like, well, nobody has to go back there, so why clean it or anything? There's probably like leaks in the ceiling. It's just rainwater.
There's just weirdos back there just misting the walls with water bottles, being like, well, we don't want people back here, so let's mold it up.
Yeah, man. I was like, holy fuck! I need to tell Matt about this and talk about it on the show.
I can't remember the last time I've been in a Sears. I know at where I live, they call it what's called the Sears hometown, and it's just like it's a small like strip area with appliances. Oh, okay. So I think they just have it's not like the big box style where it's
like a McDonald's Express.
Kinda, yeah. So you walk in and there's appliances. I haven't gone inside. I've just driven by it, and it has the name Sears. But it also says Sears like hometown or something.
I think I've actually seen places like that before.
They have one in Astoria.
That's where I saw it.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I think that's like the
where it's just the appliances, none of the clothing.
Yeah, I think it's like the old style Sears where you would, that's where you would go for your appliances.
Yeah.
So makes sense. But going back to your birthday, we went and got burgers at Crave.
Oh man, that place was awesome.
The place was delicious and not very expensive. Like I was expecting it to be pretty pricey for
mm-hmm.
what it was, because it's the Kobe style beef burgers, and everything was good.
Oh, so good.
The burgers were good, the fries were good.
Those your guys' Irish tots or whatever.
The Irish nachos,
which
was tater tots, like was it like beer cheese?
Yeah.
Like
some crazy sauce, like a spicy sauce,
and like sliced ham.
On top.
So good. That was amazing. And then Carissa got onion rings that were amazing, and yeah, it was so good.
I'm excited to go back.
Yeah, I've been telling people about it. One of my coworkers, he actually lives off 4th Plain, and I was like, dude, you gotta check out this place. It's delicious. He's like, where's it at? I'm like, it's off 4th Plain. He goes, I live off 4th Plain. Like, you gotta go.
Definitely gotta go.
And I was like, and their happy hour specials are crazy good.
Yeah,
because you can get a burger for $6. It's not as big as their regular style, but it's like half the price. Yeah. So if you're not super hungry but you want something delicious, that's amazing. Better than a deal. That's a better deal than you can get like a Burger King or McDonald's.
Yeah, for sure. And it's a better, not only a
higher
better
quality
deal, but better quality stuff.
Better quality. Yeah, usually I get the muds from a burger from most places, but
yeah.
I was rock solid from that
there you
joint.
Go.
And I was packed I was stuffed to the rafters.
Oh, dude, you're telling me.
I didn't even want popcorn when we went to the movie afterwards.
Oh my god! So on my birthday, that was the day after we finished our Whole30 diet.
Right.
So like the week prior to my birthday, I was planning out like, oh, this is what I want to eat for breakfast. This is what I want to eat for lunch. This is what I want to eat for dinner, because I finally get to eat normal food. So for breakfast, we were going to go to this waffle place that just opened up at the mall, but their hours are terrible.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have them posted at all.
Right.
And they apparently just open whenever they decide to open, which sucks because they just got there, and I want to like them. Like,
right.
I'm still gonna fucking eat there, but I almost feel like I'm probably gonna be the one self-sustaining, the sole person keeping that place open.
Yeah, it's crazy when you're starting a business like that, not going the extra mile to help yourself succeed.
Yeah. Well, just like fucking at least have your hours posted so it's forward facing.
Right.
Because people go there expecting to be open at 10 when every other place in the mall opens, and they're not. And then you come back like oh, I'll just come back in like an hour. Maybe they're running late. Nope. And then you come in at 1, and oh, they're all of a sudden here.
Which is, for a waffle joint, that's a terrible time to open.
They should open at breakfast time.
Yeah. They should be open earlier than most of the places in the mall.
Yeah. So we wanted to do that. Didn't. Got Cinnabon instead. It was delicious because fucking tasty treats.
It's just all sugar.
Yeah. But then we went to this little Mediterranean deli that we frequent, and I got a free birthday gyro. I was like, fuck yeah.
Gyro, 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 gyro.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And then we went to dinner. Dude, I was just at capacity all day.
Yeah, you only ate half your burger, and I was just like, what are you, a little titty baby? Can't finish your whole burger? And you're like, dude, I just done full 30. I can't eat the whole thing.
Dude, I couldn't.
My stomach's so small now.
A little fucking baby stomach. Just eat like 5 crackers and I'm full.
If I wasn't already just at capacity from the tots, the fries, the onion rings, my burger, I would have been like, can I eat that?
I would have fucking fought you for it.
I know. I love when people don't finish their food.
Oh yeah, me too.
My old boss, she can't eat anything, so whenever we do like our store dinners, I'd be like, you eat that?
Eat that?
Nope. And she just shoved the plate over, like, hell yeah. It's like at conference, there's a few times where I was like, nah, I'm good. I'm not super hungry. And she'd eat like 3 bites and then go, hey, do you want the rest of this? I'm like, okay, sure. Life hack.
There you go.
I'll buy dinner. Thank you. shove my fat face with food. And then after we went to dinner, we went to the Kingsman.
Oh man,
Golden Circle.
Awesome. We missed the intro,
which apparently is really good.
Yeah, damn it! Like now, I'm like upset that we missed it.
But I'm
gonna buy that movie anyways.
I was gonna say it'll be nice because when you go to watch it again, there's gonna be a part that you missed.
Yeah.
That it'll be new. So it's not going to be like rewatching the whole movie. You're going to rewatch a different piece, get different context to it.
Yeah, we missed like the first 5 to 10 minutes, I guess, and apparently it was just intense.
Which is crazy because, like, we only got there like I think 5 minutes or 10 minutes after showtime.
Yeah.
And usually showtime is when they start the previews.
Yeah.
And there's usually 5 to 10 minutes of previews.
I wonder if it's because it was opening night.
Possibly.
And it was the first showing.
Maybe, but. I still feel like most openings, there's a lot of previews.
Yeah.
Because that's when people are going to be most excited for stuff is at a opening night.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, movie was super fun.
It's over the top.
It's so over the top.
Even more than the first one, which I think is a good thing.
And apparently it's been getting trashed by like critics and stuff, and people saying
I think it's because of because of its over the topness, I guess.
But they're self-aware of that.
Yeah.
Like they I don't know. It's so much more fun than your typical action movie.
Yeah.
Because the humor is just so well done.
Elton John had a good cameo.
I'll leave it at that. He was amazing in that movie. All the characters did an insane job.
Yeah, man.
Julianne Moore was perfect.
She's a good villain.
As a wackadoo villain, which I think is great that's their thing. Like the villains are just weird. Like Sam Jackson in the first one was just
with his lisp,
and he's just super weird.
He can't see blood because it makes him throw up.
Yeah, even though he kills so many people.
Yeah,
but yeah, after seeing it, I'm like, oh man, everyone's gonna love this movie, and apparently the critics are just like, it's not good. And I haven't read any reviews, but people have said that they didn't. Like, oh, people are trashing it. It's like, what? The movie's so fun.
It's crazy.
Way better than, like, every James Bond movie.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't see the point of James Bond movies, and all the characters in Kingsman are likable.
Yeah. And
you don't want them, because there's no one's safe in these movies. Like, it's like, oh, like, in the first one, main character dies. You're like, what? What?
Yeah.
Just, okay, I'm just getting blasted. Spoilers.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen the first one, sorry. But I won't tell you which main character it is.
Yeah, there you go.
So
there's a couple of them. So
exactly. So it's, and then some of the characters that come back, you're like, whoa, what? They brought that guy back? They brought her back? That's nuts.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, man. Oh, in other news, last week I got a new car.
Yeah, for your birthday.
That was a crazy surprise.
That was. I had no idea. Krista told me about it when we were driving down. I was like, wait, what? Noel got a new car? She's like, yes, Mom got it for him. And I was like, oh, I haven't looked at Facebook. That'd be why I didn't know.
Yeah,
He didn't say anything.
Yeah, it really took me by surprise because she was like blowing my phone up all week. She's like, oh, can we switch cars? Because I've been driving her Camaro.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, can we switch cars this week? I was like, yeah, sure. Just, whatever time we can, blah, blah, blah. But she was just like being persistent about it. I was like, all right, I get it. Like, we need to switch cars. Cool. Let me like get off of work or school and we'll meet up. And then I get back from my night class and she rolls up in the parking lot in a new car. I was like, oh, maybe she got a new car. So maybe she'll let me borrow this one or whatever. And then when I came back out after bringing my books inside, I came back out and she put a bow on the hood. Like, no fucking way. So I was like, oh, that's crazy. So yeah, it's a orange Honda Element. Yeah, I like it a lot.
So yeah, Jaron had a car like he had a Honda Element, and it's pretty cool. They're huge inside.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's so spacious in there.
Yeah,
you can fold the seats up to the walls. Just
yeah,
like a flat floor.
So you have a whole, almost like a truck.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, that was really awesome. I didn't really expect that at all, and now I feel like I can never complain about somebody who got a car as a gift.
I mean, you can.
Yeah. Well, I remember like in high school, I had some classmates that like, oh, I got a brand new Chevy Cobalt for my birthday.
Right.
It's like, but it's not the color I wanted. I'm like, dude, fuck off.
Yeah. There were a few of those that I went to high school with where they got a vehicle and they still found something to complain about it. I'm like, it's got four wheels and it runs.
Yeah.
You put gas in it and it goes, and you're 16. Be happy.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
You could walk, take the bus, or
yeah,
nothing.
Yeah, exactly. Or
ride a bike,
or be perpetually going, hey, can you pick me up?
Yeah. Oh my god.
You can be one of those guys.
Yeah.
Hey,
want to hang out? Also, I need you to pick me up,
dude. It makes my ears itch because I'm just like so frustrated by that because I had a few friends like that, and there's nothing worse than wanting to hang out with somebody but knowing that you're being held hostage to hang out with them because they can't drive or they don't have a vehicle.
Yeah.
But yeah, I lucked out because my parents got me a truck when I turned 16, and it just happened to work out perfectly, and I was fine with whatever. And we lucked into a nice truck that my dad still drives to this day, even though it's been totaled twice.
Crazy.
It's ugly now because the rear end was smashed by a semi truck.
That's nuts.
But yeah, he still bombs it around and just like, what are you doing? This all right? I mean,
if it still works, then why get a new one? Right?
I guess. Yeah, that's kind of
crazy.
My mentality is when I get a vehicle, drive it into the ground until it like just stops working.
Yeah. And
the cost of it to repair is going to be more than.
Or if you're like me, just drive it until you get accosted by somebody breaking into your car.
Yeah, there you go.
And then get rid of it as fast as you can.
This demon vehicle.
Dude, yeah. After that incident, I was like, I need to switch cars with you, Mom, because like I don't want to have this car on the premises ever again.
Yeah, because you don't want somebody coming back going like, oh, there's that car.
When she said she wanted to switch cars before she showed up, I was like, okay, I'm going to be stuck with a Honda again. I'll park it in the garage so it's not visible.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck. Oh, it was funny too because like she kept apologizing about things in it because it is a pre-owned car,
right?
And she's like, "Oh, sorry about this thing or that thing. I ordered your floor mats. They're not on the way, or they haven't arrived yet." Like, would you stop apologizing? You just got me a fucking car. Like, relax about it.
That's something I've always been curious about with people who give gifts and then they apologize like going into it.
Mm-hmm.
Like I've gotten gifts where they're like, oh, I'm sorry, it's a gift.
Yeah,
thank you.
Yes, thank you.
I appreciate it. You don't need to apologize for it not being I don't know what,
yeah.
Because it's not good, because it is good.
Yeah. She's like, sorry, it's not a brand new car. Like, why? Why are you sorry? It's new to me.
Yeah,
and it's like exactly what I want.
So you can have something that's like $25,000 hanging over your head that could possibly break or get wrecked.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, no thank you.
Hard pass.
Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah.
But, so...
want to talk about some retail stuff?
Yeah, so I kind of want to go into Pet Peeve Corner.
Oh, nice.
I think this will be a new segment. So, one of my peeves when I'm at work is when people come in right as we're about to close. The last 15, 20 minutes of operating hours, which for all of you out there who don't work retail, those hours are for finishing up whatever you came in for and getting out. Or if you're late to the party and you bolt in and you're in, you better know exactly what you're looking for.
Yep. Because
there's nothing worse than someone strolling into your store. You ask them, "Hey, what you looking for tonight?" "Oh, I'm just browsing."
Well, I guess you better browse fast.
It's like, all right, well, just so you know, we do close up in about 15 minutes, so just a heads up. Okay. Time goes by. they're hey, can I help you find something? I'm about to lock up. Oh, no, it's fine. I'm just like, it's not fine. It is absolutely not fine.
Yeah.
I'm totally cool if you're coming in, you want to buy something, if you want to chit chat or whatever. But when it's time to close, it's time to close. I want to go home. I'm tired. I just worked an 8-9 hour day. I'd like to go home. And the worst is when someone comes in like a minute before you close.
Oh, yeah.
Or you're past closing time, but you're still helping somebody else.
Yeah. Like, oh, you still got somebody.
And they walk in, and you're like, "Hey, just so you know, we're actually closed right now." "Oh, well, I'll poke around for a minute." No,
get out.
It is 9:05. I once I'm done with this person, it's curtains.
Yeah,
I'm closing up. It just
take that to the next level. When you have somebody come in with maybe 5 minutes, and they decide they want to sell some or all of their stuff, which takes some time to do. But then at the end of it, just a nice little cherry on top. They're like, "Oh man, made it! Just barely made it." Like, no, the fuck you didn't.
No. Okay, that's bad. Take it to the next level. Top of that, they come in minutes before closing, bringing their trades. Okay. Deep breath. I'll make it work. We'll figure it out. Go through the whole process, find it out, tell them their total, what their stuff's worth. "Oh, that's it? Never mind. I'll just keep it."
That's true. That's so shitty.
How about you go die in a fire?
Yeah.
Because that's how I want you to die.
You just
tonight.
Wasted so much of my time after I needed to close.
Yeah, that's when I just push their stuff off the counter, just like, "Oh no, they're..."
Oh, whoops.
Oh, accident. Sorry. Oh, man.
Normally, like, during the middle of the day, I'll, like, wrap up their cords nice and neat. Like, "Oh, here, let me wrap up your cables for you." But at that point, I'm like, "Here, bags." Just
yeah, I hastily throw things in bags and just go fuck yourself.
Yes, like, this isn't my problem anymore.
I hate it so much.
Oh, man.
That or people trying to yank the door open when it's clearly locked and there's metal grates.
Well, that's entertaining.
Because it's alarming because it's
focused.
nighttime. You're doing your closing procedures and you hear boom, 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 boom. And it's somebody trying to yank the door open. It's like, you don't see these metal grates and the lights off. That doesn't give you a clue that, hey, maybe they're not open anymore. Or the hours posted in the window. Yeah. All sorts of fun things. Things that are just a clue to fuck off. You don't have to be Nancy Drew to figure it out. Yeah. Goddamn. Or a Google search on your phone. Yeah. That's something that also drives me absolutely crazy. Like, well, Google says that you're open. No. The thing that drives me crazy is when people call to ask when we close. It's like, how did you find this number? Yeah. How did you get our number, first of all? I got it from Google. There's a little tab. Tells you, if you Google search the store, the specific store, it will, like, right below it, closes at this time today. Yep. But, no, I got to go, 3 extra steps to call a human being and talk to him and ask them when they close.
Interrupt their closing procedure.
Because I don't know about you, but I avoid talking on the phone as much as I can possibly.
Yeah.
Like it's uncomfortable, and I'd rather not do it. So if I can do something automated or online, I'll do that first.
Sure.
Because for enrolling in benefits, for example, for health benefits, there's the internet option, or you can call someone on the phone.
I would never call someone on the phone.
Oh, I'm going to do it online. I'm going to do it on my computer or my phone. I'm not going to talk to somebody.
I don't want to talk to somebody that doesn't know me and tries to tell me what my benefits should be.
Right.
Granted, that's their job, but you know what I mean? Like, I
still,
don't want to talk to a person. Like, I'd rather just make these mistakes on my own.
Right. Which there's got to be something there where these people are just, I'm going to call and find out. No, you don't. You don't need to call and find out.
Yeah.
Just look it up. Unless you have this phone number saved on a piece of paper by your landline and you don't have the internet or a smartphone.
Yeah.
But it happens so frequently that that can't be the case. Because those people they're not coming in with cell phones.
Or when they call during a holiday that where you shouldn't be closed, but they think you are.
What do you mean?
I'm trying to think of an example. like Labor Day. Are you guys closed today? Like, no, it's Labor Day. Like, why would we be closed?
Yeah.
Like,
no.
Isn't that like a government holiday?
Or 4th of July.
Yeah, I mean, we do close early, but
yeah,
but still, like some of those holidays where it wouldn't make sense for us to be closed,
right? Especially when a lot of people aren't at work. For us, that's great working retail.
Yeah,
there's more people out and about shopping more like throughout the day.
Yeah,
not just after 3:00.
No, we're going to be closed on the day where everybody else is off of work as well.
Yeah, no. Not how that works.
Oh, man. I was going to tell you about this person that came in and just fucking hit my trigger, like, real bad.
Oh, okay.
He was talking about microtransactions, and he just said what was he talking about? He was upset about Destiny.
Okay.
He's like, oh, man, microtransactions are stupid.
Okay.
Okay, well, sure. I mean, that's your opinion, but, like, why? And he's like, it's like pay to win. I'm like, no, the stuff in Destiny is completely optional and cosmetic.
Right.
In fact, if you pay for it, the things that you unlock are a low power level, and you have to infuse them anyways. So like you don't pay to win with that.
Right.
But then he's like, okay, like Shadow of War. I'm like, well, that's completely optional. First of all, it's a single player game, so the only person that would affect at all if you purchase that stuff is you.
Right.
And the only person that would affect if you don't purchase it is you.
Right.
It's like microtransactions completely optional. I don't get why it's a problem. And he's just like, oh, I think microtransactions should only be in free to play games. Like, what? How do you?
That's pay to win.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, if you want to get down to it.
Yeah, and then I was like, okay, so you're telling me that Grand Theft Auto 5 shouldn't have microtransactions? He's like, yeah, it's dumb. I paid $60 for that game. I shouldn't have to pay more for it. Like, well, all those new maps and vehicles and guns and new modes that you're getting.
All the free content that they've been dumping out in the 4 years that the game's been out.
Yeah, all that free stuff that all you gotta do is play the game to get money in. Like,
yeah. Or if you don't want to waste your time doing missions because you're already a high enough level and you don't want to.
Yeah.
It's like, is it worth your time to spend the $20 on a shark card? Sometimes it is.
Yeah.
Because it takes a long time to build up cash. And if the option's there, hell yeah, I'm going to take it.
Yeah. It's just like when people complain about microtransactions in general. It's like,
right. Then don't do it.
Yeah.
Just choose not to participate.
Exactly.
It's very easy. Because if microtransactions didn't work and if they weren't a viable source for a game developer, they wouldn't do them.
Yeah.
Some people are taking that option to do it. It's like the whole, like it's, using virtual currency in NBA or, Ultimate Team Points or whatever in Madden. It's the same thing. It's completely optional. It's an optional mode of the game. Like you don't even have to play that portion of the game.
Yeah.
Like it's not even, you don't have to do it. It's really simple. Just choose not to.
Exactly.
And then you're good to go. No problem. But yeah, it's funny that you bring up microtransactions because, like I said on, I think it was the last episode, but Everybody's Golf has been just, I've been into that game. And I'm at the end game, and when you finish you get into the special rank, you unlock custom clubs, which you can take to, basically he's like a blacksmith, but for golf clubs.
Awesome.
And you choose one of the 4 stats to upgrade, and depending on the dice roll, it'll either level up by 1, 2, or 3. Mm-hmm. So 3 being the best, and you can level it up 10 times.
Oh wow!
So in theory, you could level up one stat up to 30.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Or you can do, one stat would go up to 20, one stat could go up to 10, and then that's it. I wasn't that lucky. There's a few of them that rolled 1s. But the way you level them up, there's gems that you can either find on the open courses, or you can earn them by doing well in the offline tournament mode.
Yeah.
Takes a while to get them. If you find them on a course, there's only 2 or 3 per course, and then you'd have to leave the course, go to a different one, and try to find more gems. But they have an option in the shop where you can buy these S tickets, and they're $1 a piece, and it gives you 1 club upgrade. So 10 of them gets you 10 upgrades.
Oh, wow.
So, and they have a thing where if you buy 10 of the tickets, instead of it costing you $10, it's $8.50. So
sure, like
so you
discount.
So you get a discount buying in bulk. Well, I got this game for free, and I didn't want to waste my time dinking around getting these gems. Mm-hmm. So I was like, you know what? I'll drop $10. I'll drop the $8.50 and get the tickets. And I'm glad I did, because I was able to not waste my time having to do all that. And now that I have a set of clubs that are fully upgraded, I'm just playing the game. And now I'm getting gems, and I've collected a bunch more.
Yeah.
So now I'm to the point where I'm like, oh, okay, I can recycle these clubs and try to get better stats on the next time around.
Yeah.
But I like the ability to be able to give money to the game developer because I enjoy their product. It's nice. So like if you enjoy Destiny 2 enough to be like, man, this game is super fun. I'm so glad that this game is as fun as it is. Mm-hmm. I'll kick them a couple bucks just for the hell of it.
Yeah.
Because you want to. It's kind of like, somebody doing a Patreon or somebody doing, any sort of optional content that you can choose to take or not take. But if you want to take it, kick them a couple bucks. It's fine.
Yeah.
I don't see the problem. If the stuff is attainable without the microtransactions, but the microtransactions being an option, awesome.
Yeah.
I don't, which is weird that they would complain about that, but they don't complain about like a season pass or an expansion pass.
Something where you're actually locked out of content.
Right. Where you, especially with a game like Destiny, if you don't have the current expansion, you're locked out of a ton of content.
Yeah.
You can't do anything. It's like somebody buying vanilla Destiny and Destiny 1 and going, cool, I'm going to play Destiny. Have fun with your 4 hours of nothing.
Yeah.
Because you're going to be real done with that game real fast.
Granted, $5 is a pretty good price for that amount of game.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, $3 now, I think.
Yeah.
But, whatever it ends up being, it's, I don't know. People they're always going to find something to complain about.
It's true.
So, and that kind of brings me to, let's see here. We're about to wrap up. Yep. Okay. The SNES Classic released yesterday, and we both got one.
Yep.
And I'm so excited because that console is me at 6 years old, I think, 5 or 6 years old.
Awesome.
And I'm so excited to share it with Carissa because her brothers had a Super Nintendo, but she was never allowed to play it. I
gotcha.
So I think that she's going to have fun learning how to play Super Mario World. I think she's going to have fun learning how to play Donkey Kong Country.
That's awesome.
And I'm really excited to witness her enjoying these things, especially now that I have a Switch. If she's playing Super Mario Bros., I can play Zelda on my Switch, pause my game, help her out if she needs it, answer questions or whatever, and it's going to be awesome.
Yeah. Last night, Tara and I played Super Mario Kart for a little bit. We just did one Grand Prix. fucking, it's hard.
It's super hard.
It's so hard.
When
you're used to Mario Kart 8?
Or you're used to Mario Kart 64.
Yeah, just any 3D Mario Kart.
Yeah, because the world is traversed in a 3D environment in Super Mario Kart. Basically, your character stays still, and the map comes at you.
Yeah,
it's like being on a treadmill.
Yeah. So after we played a Grand Prix of that, we played some Mario World and got to the second castle.
Oh god,
yeah, it's just fun.
That game's
taking turns.
That's like one of the most perfect Mario games.
Yeah.
That and Mario 3 just...
Yeah, man.
And those were back-to-back games, weren't they? Because Mario 3 was on the NES.
Yeah.
And then...
Mario World was number 4, Super NES.
They crushed it. Like,
yeah.
Boom, boom. Like, oh, hey, by the way, these games are going to be back-to-back and they're going to be amazing.
Yeah.
Deal with it.
Dude, it's so good.
But we both worked the day that it came out.
Mm-hmm.
And I had people calling at, like, 2-3 in the afternoon, asking if we still had Super Nintendo. I'm like, no. I was like, I had people lined up at 6 a.m.
Yeah,
waiting to hopefully get the option to buy one.
Yeah,
because I handed out tickets before we opened, so that the people, so I didn't have people outside waiting for nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
And I still had people come in while I was selling the consoles to people who had tickets, asking me if I had additional systems to sell. I was like, no,
this is it.
I'm like, and people were telling people in line, like, oh yeah, you have to have one of these tickets to buy one. I'm like, well, how do I get a ticket? But you had to be here before they opened.
You had to be here before where you're at right now.
Yeah. And then I had one guy, he was so mad, but he wasn't overtly mad. He was like being passive about it.
Yeah. And
he was the first person after our last system sold. And he was like, so you're out of those Super Nintendos, huh? I'm like, yeah, we just sold our last one to the guy who was here super early in the morning. He's like, yeah, but you got one for yourself, right, in the back. I'm like, excuse me? He's like, oh, never mind. I was like, no. What were you talking about? I didn't hear what you said.
Yeah.
And he was just like, oh, he goes, you probably just have one, on hold for yourself. And I was like, well, I pre-ordered the console the day that announced that we could take pre-orders on it.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, I do have one pre-ordered, and that's just what I did.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry that Nintendo said, hey, you guys can pre-order these systems,
and you didn't make it in time.
And I made it there in time because the quantity was limited.
Yeah.
And they weren't being held. So it's like, okay, well, I'm bright and early. Boom, there, got it. All right.
Yep. Same
done.
here.
So it's frustrating. I'm like, dude, you don't know the kind of hell that we went through with the NES Classic.
Yeah.
Where you couldn't pre-order it. It was all first come, first serve. Anytime we cracked a box open that had one in it,
they were gone.
It was immediately gone. First person that saw it on the counter on the shelf.
I want to buy one.
Oh, give me that. And you had no idea if they had already purchased one or if they had scalped
like the third or fourth NES.
Yeah, that they're just like putting it online for $300 and it's like okay, trying to get one was insanely hard.
Yeah,
and I think I got like one of our last shipments that we ever got. I was able to I had the money and I bought it. I was like, I'm getting this.
I only got mine because I worked on the morning that they launched.
Yeah,
so I was like, I'm gonna buy one.
Yeah, which. The way they did the NES, it wasn't great because it came with one controller that was super short.
One controller, and for the number of units we got like a 0.2 ratio of. Oh,
controller. Not even. Yeah, I think we only ever saw like 2 or 3 of the actual first party Nintendo controllers.
Yeah, man.
Luckily, you can use a classic controller.
Yeah, you can use Wii accessories,
which is fine. So, but well, we're about an hour right now.
Yeah,
about time to wrap up.
I think
you got to get to work.
I got to
get
to work here
in a bit. So, thanks for listening, and I've gotten some positive feedback from a few of you guys about last week's episode. So we're gonna definitely try to get some more guests on the show because it makes it a fun.
It's neat to get a different perspective.
Well, it's also fun too because then the conversations are 3 different directions.
Yeah,
and you learn things about stuff you didn't know. Like you didn't. I forgot that the first time you met my brother was when you had a bat in your
Yeah, I forgot about that until you said it. That's so awesome. Fucking bat and a welding mask.
Yeah, and it was just funny hearing some stories because I'd heard a couple of the stories that my brother had told before, but you hadn't heard of.
Yeah, exactly.
So it was awesome getting to react to your reactions about it. So we'll try and get some of our friends on. My brother wants to come back, so I'm definitely going to have him back on.
Good.
He would have came here today, but he had a bunch of stuff to work on. So shout out to Kramer, and hopefully, I know he's going to listen to this because he always gets on my ass if we're late getting an episode out or we skip a week. He's like, "What the fuck, man? When are you doing a new one? Calm down."
We're busy.
Busy. I work. You work too, so shut up. But it's funny. So yeah.
So yeah, I guess that's the end of our show for this week.
Yep, and have a good one.
Have a happy day. Or something.
Happy big ones.
Yes. Bye.